Well, I'm just about ready for bed, but my medication isn't due until 8:30, and it's, I don't know, what is the time, 7:30, 7 o'clock? Just had a big fight with my 11-year-old son because, of course, he has attitude issues. You know, I love and I hate this age in kids. I know he can be a really good boy, and I know he's an intelligent young boy too. He's not quite a preteen, so he's a young boy, but he's a boy. Excuse me. Get my breath back. I realise sometimes how much this takes away from you. We'll try again, shall we? Okay, so it's just his attitude. You know, we notice when he gets in with the wrong clique of boys, he's rude, he's arrogant, he speaks back. He doesn't treat us with respect, especially myself and my daughter, his sister. He's not game to talk to his father that way, because he's scared of what his father will do. So just as simple as that. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, that's for sure. So what can you do but take the objects from him that he enjoys using and watching, and don't give them back until he can show changes. Actions are mightier than words. I don't care who sets the punishment. I mean, I sort of don't believe in hard love, but in a way I sort of do, because I've taken away something that he enjoys doing. I don't think, because I've been sick, because I've been at home, there's been no hard rules set in place or boundaries set. And there used to be, that respect there. But as his hormones have they're more ravaging around his body, and his influence, who he goes to school with, will hopefully change next year because he's going to a different school. Although that whole scenario isn't really working out too well either, because, well, my husband and I are talking. So, I mean, what can you do when you're not talking? You can't communicate, you can't manage your life. So I've really got to concentrate on me at the moment and my health. I've made a commitment to my life changes, and I have to follow through. And whether he decides to help me or not with those changes, that's his decision. But I'm mentally strong enough, and I know that because I'm going ahead with this bariatric surgery. I'm not going to pike out. Over the years, I've had other things organised to do, and I've said no to them because they haven't been the right time or my situation's changed. I don't care this time how much my situation does change. I'm going to carry through with the bariatric surgery. It'll be a lifetime of vitamins. Yep, who cares? I will be able to afford that at least on my whole $24 that I get off the government for help, because I'll get more once I finish paying back a debt that the ATO made me pay because of what they paid him last year in his tax return. I just don't understand how it ended up my debt when he actually got the money in his tax return. Although I've got no evidence, I'm only going on what they're telling me, so, and there's only so much they can say because of the privacy laws. So I don't know about that. We're supposed to be husband and wife, but unfortunately he's now paying all of the rent. I can't help pay anything at all because I only get $24 a fortnight. I thought, the thing is, when you log on to Centrelink, it gets you all excited. It tells you how much you're going to get next fortnight, but the problem is, when you estimate what your partner earns, it'll still say that until the next day, until you get the payment, which doesn't turn out to be the few hundred that you expect to get. It actually turns out to be the $24 figure, because you're paying $50 back to the ATO and I'm paying $38 back to Centrelink for an overpayment that I received because we underestimated our last year's income. Don't ask me how I did that. I think where it's happened is I've underestimated what he would have earned. The thing is, communication is the biggest key to any relationship, whether it be with your son, with your daughter, with your husband, with your boss, with anything. And without that, you're virtually stuffed. So I basically tried to work out how many hours he worked, depending on when he was gone away from home. So if he spent 5 days away from home, then I'd calculate the 12 hours by whatever hourly rate, because they always want to know how much you earn pre-tax. And I put that figure down, and because they give you 1,000 hours, so that when you do get a job, what happens is you've got $1,000 before that payment stops. Well, the payment stopped because we've already received $1,000 worth of payments, which is basically an extra month's worth of payments, even though he was working. So I'm thankful to that. But the only difference is now he's no longer my carer, because Centrelink deem him as being at work for, let's say, 5 times 12 hours, and therefore he can't care for me for those hours. So therefore he doesn't get a carer, which is fine, because how can you be at work and how can you be caring for your wife at the same time? So I've been caring for my own needs, which is a bit difficult, especially when I'm sort of bedridden and I'm on a lot of pain medication. But that's going to change. That's how I got onto the bariatric surgery. So even if we're still not talking during this period, I'm still going to be able to prep all my my foods. I've already organised how I'm going to do that. I am going to go via the dietitian's recommendations. I'm going to blend them all up, and I'm going to freeze, say, 2 weeks full of little cupcake holders. Going to freeze those, then put say 4 of them in one lunch bag, put them in the freezer, and that's 4 meals. And also on top of that, you've got to crush your vitamins and eat that as well. But you have to drink it. It's going to be summer, so I know exactly what I have got in my mind and what I have to do. So I know that I'm mentally prepared for that. And this is where the CPAP machine comes into play. I have to be on this for 4 weeks. So and my husband paid for this with his credit card, and then obviously that will come out of the money that I've got invested, the very little money that I've got left to care for myself. So, which is why I sort of started a GoFundMe. Which I'll be able to tell you more about later on. I've been watching a lot of vlogs about poor grown-ups with CF, cystic fibrosis, which is an overload of mucus that, gets inside their lungs and, other organs, and doesn't enable them to live a normal life. Claire Wineland recently passed away. She'd only just got back on the lung transfer list on the 26th. She had a transplant on the 26th, and she passed away on the 2nd from a clot from the actual operation. So the clot went to her brain, she had a stroke, and unfortunately her mother had to follow through with her health directive. So, and we don't realise that with any operation comes any risk. And I don't know what the risk was for her, but let's say for bariatric surgery, there's 1 in 2 million. One person versus 2 million people, that there's going to be any complications. But you don't know whether you're going to be that 1 of 2 million people. You just don't know. I don't know what the odds were for Claire Wineland's operation, double lung transplant. Got no idea. But obviously she was that person. I really only got to know her through YouTube. And it was over, say, the last year or so. And I was looking for something on YouTube, and I came across a TEDx talk, and she was speaking, and I was dumbfounded at her whole attitude. Sorry, got to reset it again. But just talk like this for a minute. I was dumbfounded by her attitude in reference to life, and she totally understood that her cystic fibrosis was a death sentence, by the age of 10, but she kept living, she kept fighting it, and finally when she reached the age of 21, it came to the stage where her lungs were just too damaged, and she was lucky to be able to be put back on the transplant list, and 5:30 in the morning on 26, she got notification. And I know all this because of social media. And I've never met Claire Wineland, but she brings tears to my eyes, and God rest your soul up there, darling. She'd be the archangel now. She was an inspirational speaker, and she spoke about death in a profoundly different way than what I've ever heard it talked about. And it's truly amazing. So you just don't know when it is your time. And there are people out there with cystic fibrosis, and it's genetic. So it's quite possible that both parents carry the gene. And if that's the case, then there's clearly sometimes more one child in the family to have cystic fibrosis. It's like when let's say you marry your first cousin. There's very much a chance of chromosomal damage, gene damage, things like that, and then it follows down the chain. That's how the royal family, they used to interbreed, but finally they decided not to, and that's why I guess they've decided. That's why the kids are beautiful, bouncy, healthy children these days. But yeah, I mean, it's just like you marry your cousin or your first cousin or something. Probably not as bad as marrying your first cousin, but still, yeah, your genetics would still have to be tested. I knew a couple that married and they were first cousins. You can't help who you fall in love with. I never held a grudge. It's just a shame how they both turned out. It's a shame the decision that they all came to. So, hey, Barry's listening to me. Hey, what you doing? What you doing? Huh? Not much? Can't look out the window because there's not much there. Not much. It's dark time now. Yeah, it's dark time. It's dark time now. You want to be the star of this video now, do you? What do you want to say to people? What do you want to say to people who are sick? You want to say sorry that they feel sick, and if you could help them in any way that you would. She would, I have no doubts of that. I've been trying to train her into be a therapy dog for myself, but I don't think we're going to turn out that way. Are we, Bams? Nah. It's not going to turn out that way, I'm afraid. Thank you. So, yeah, it's a long road, and there you have it. So we've come from talking about 11-year-old boys and their attitudes towards their parents and one parent and their sister, to having things they enjoy playing with taken away from them until they can prove that they're well and able to respect the people that have them in their life. I mean, I know I'm sick, and I know a lot of stuff I don't participate in relation to my son's school and upbringing. As a matter of fact, he nearly, Tangy Nana, it's Nana's machine. He nearly not ended up going to a birthday party today because I thought it was next weekend, but as it turned out, it was this weekend. So now I've got to go buy him a Thingio card for his birthday. Tell you, anyway, I don't want to talk about that today. So, but yeah, so I've been following this other young family, the Fryer family, Fryer, on YouTube. Lovely, cute young family. She's only 29. She's CF. I don't know whether she's had the transplant yet, although I think there has been talk about it. Nana's breathing thick. That's all. So, I'm not sure yet, but I'm catching up. Wow, that's already an 18-minute vlog. Well, I'll save this for tomorrow and I'll add on to it. And I haven't quite worked out what my farewell is going to be on each of my vlogs yet. But for now, it's going to be BFN. What does BFN mean? Back for now. Back for now. No. I think it actually is BRB, be right back. But in a sense, I won't be right back. You'll probably see me tomorrow. Baby, do you want to say goodnight to the YouTube world out there? Do you want to say goodnight? Yeah. Face the camera. You want to say goodnight? 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 She's too busy giving out her kisses. Okay, guys and girls, you take care. For us here in our hemisphere, it is Sunday night. Tomorrow is a school day. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And for you guys on the other side of the hemisphere, it will be Saturday day. So enjoy your Saturday, and hopefully your Sunday will be just as better. Until then, we'll see you again soon. Love to all, and God bless you. Baby girl, babe, are you a good girl? Are you a good girl? Yes, you are a good girl, aren't you? Yes, you don't like people fighting, do you? No, you don't like it. No, not when people are fighting, no. Not when cheeky boys are being cheeky. Not when cheeky boys are being cheeky, no. Oh, you like your back scratched too, don't you? Yes, you do like your back scratched. Yes, you like your back scratched.
This is a reminder. Jane 245 PM RHP tomorrow.
That's just Alexa reminding me.
This is a reminder. Jane 245 PM RHP
She's reminding me, isn't she? Hey? She's reminded me of an appointment I have, or we have. Yes, we do. Hey? Yes, oh yes we do. Yes, yes we do. Yes we do, but do be do. Yes, but do be love you to bits. Yes we do, we love you. Yes we do. She's a dog. She's a beautiful dog. Sassy way you need your haircut, but I can't do it, 'cause you just want to let me. No, 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 no. Can you feel the air come out of there? Can you feel the air come out of there? She doesn't like it. She doesn't like it. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. You don't like that air, do you? I'm sorry. No more air on baby. No more air on baby. Protect baby. No more air on baby. No more air on baby. Da da da. Da da da. Da da da. It's fast air. It should be fast air, shouldn't it? Let's change the setting. Get down here. Turn it off. We start the lungs going again. I love you too, baby. I love you too. I love you too. Yes, I love you. Achoo! Achoo! I love you too. Yes. Do, do. She loves us too. You, do. Gonna sit on your bed? Yeah. Sit on the bed. On your bed. On your bed. On your bed. Hey, cheeky girl. Hey. On your bed. On your bed. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. This is a very good girl. She's coming along, but she's not quite yet a therapy dog. She's still a long way to go, but she will get there.